have a really interesting segment coming up to you, and I'm so excited about this because I have a number of questions. We're very happy to welcome a new friend to the show called Dr. Ish Major. He's a relationship expert, and I know the moment I said the name, you knew who it was. He's author of Little White Wives and frequent guest on the Today Show and Fox News. And, of course, he's been featured in Cosmopolitans and More magazine, but I know everybody knows him for the new smash show that appeared on WeTV on January 8th called X-Isle. And as I said, it's on every Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're so happy to have him with us. Dr. Major, thank you so much for being on.
Hi, Jane. Thanks so much for having me.
Well, I just want to let everybody know this show, Dr. Major is a psychiatrist that specializes in women, children, and families, and who is an expert on broken relationships. Okay, Doc, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
This is 5 former couples, so to speak, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're 5 former couples that go out on an island with Karma Electra as the host, and they go out. They're 5 former couples. So are these couples having problems? I mean, they're former, meaning are they divorced? Were they boyfriend and girlfriend? Or they just keep trying to come back to each other? They just can't get enough of, suckers for punishment? What is it about it? So are these 5 former couples kind of just can't stay away from each other?
The answer is all of the above. Sean and Samantha are ex-husband, ex-wife. The other 4 are ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. And you are right. They can't get enough of that dramatic stuff. And so we follow them on this island, total seclusion, down in the Dominican Republic, the Casa de Campo Resort. No cell phone, no laptop, no family, no friends, no distractions, no relationship anesthesia to numb the pain of what's really going on here.
Sure, until you bring 10 good-looking people back on the island to help with the distraction. Yeah, nothing going on. Well, let me tell you, that could be somebody's fantasy, getting on a deserted island, no electronics, nothing to have you be interrupted and have a good-looking person there. Doc.
Jane, that's not a bad setup, is it? But here's the thing.
No.
Before the singles arrive,
right,
we put them through the paces and we take them through a series of exercises to get them ready to move on if moving on is what they want to do.
Well, let me ask you something. Do these couples, in your estimation, do they really want to move on, or is this like a love-hate thing that they just can't do without? It's like some kind of drug.
Right, it's a love-hate. It's exactly like some kind of drug, Jane, and our job is to detox them from that drug. They become addicted to the pain. You absolutely can, but they've got to want to move forward. And the first thing I have them do is a reality check. Admit it. What are we doing? Is this happiness while you're staying, or is this just a bad habit? We got to break this cycle and detox you. That's the first key to moving on.
That's kind of hard, Dr. Major, or Dr. Well, can I call you Dr. Ish?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Let me ask you something. Look, when couples have been boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't get it as much unless it's the fear of commitment and they've been together, like over 3, 4, or 5 years or more, then it's obviously something wrong, fear of commitment. Or you do have people out there, right, Dr. Ish, that don't believe in marriage, that believe in cohabitating for the rest of their lives because they don't feel contracts or anything that
absolutely.
they should. But, what is it? Is it normally something, in order for somebody to be a real sucker for punishment in an adult relationship, it probably most likely stems from either one really bad relationship you have or something in your past that you've just buried so deep. Is it for the most part, doctor, something that you've buried so deep that but it comes out in the forms of bad relationships?
Right. Well, Jane, you know what? You put your finger right on it. And, it's not so deep at all, right? Because here's the setup. We are 2 imperfect people trying to come together and make this perfect union. And that's just not how it works. We've all got our own personal issues, whether it's a self-worth issue, whether it's a trust issue because of being cheated on, whether it's a bad model issue from growing up. And so we bring these relationship issues to the table when we're meeting that new person. And so you've got to remember, I'm not the only one here who's got issues. You've got your issues. And it's just a matter of how that comes together. Depends on how we're going to move forward.
Well, also, too, tone and inflection.
Mm-hmm.
I find in any relationship, doctor, I find that, I was a widow, and I had been with my first husband a very, very, very long time, and I always say, I wasn't looking for something, but I think people usually find it when they're not really looking for that other relationship.
That's
and I was
always
blessed.
the way.
Right. I was very, very blessed to find a soulmate. So, I'm thinking that, is it also the fear of success? Can it translate from somebody who is afraid to succeed in their work, in their relationship, for whatever reason or whatever happened to them? Because I don't understand somebody who always wants to be around somebody that makes them miserable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a very crucial point. Yeah. And
Dr. Lynn, it's hard.
It's hard. Judge Lynn Tarler from Marriage Boot Camp sent me a text stating that exact same thing yesterday. It's like when couples are winning, they don't even recognize it. And that goes back to this whole idea, Jane, of self-worth. Do I really deserve to be happy? Do I deserve it? And if I happen to find my dream guy or dream woman, why would they want to be with me? Right? And so that kind of trickles in there. And then we start to do this thing we call self-sabotaging and disrupting it because we don't really think we deserve it anyway. So that's a big issue.
Let me ask you something. Do you write anywhere? Can anybody get see your stuff anywhere, Doctor? Besides, of course, watching WeTV on Fridays at 10 p.m. Everybody there. It's 10 episodes starting, which had already started January 8th. So set your DVD 10 p.m. And where can they find you, Dr. Ish?
So the easiest place to find me is on Twitter. At drish.com, at drishmajor.com. On Twitter, it's Dr. Ish Major. On Facebook, it's Ish Major. We live tweet, myself and the cast, every Friday night, so that's the best place to join us.
Whoa!
And let us know what you think.
That's wonderful. Hey, can we get you back? Can we get you back and get updates? Maybe?
Absolutely, would be my pleasure. Anytime, Jim.
Well, it'd be my pleasure. Thank you. Relationship expert, Dr. Ish Major, Little White Wise. Isn't that a great title? Often seen on the Today Show and Fox News, also Cosmopolitan Magazine, More Magazine. Wow, he had such great advice, everybody. Just one day at a time. One